So yes, these look a little more complicated, but they're really not. It's really just combining our integers like we've been practicing, and as long as we're following that one piece of advice, and that is change your absolute value before you do anything else in your calculation, then we'll be just fine. So take a look at number 1. Inside of the absolute value, I have negative 2 plus 5. So I'm going to first figure out what that is. So I'm going to take my negative 2 and my positive 5, combine them. It's a war, and I know that that turns into a positive 3. So really, inside my absolute value symbol, I have a 3. So I'll write that like that. And I know that the absolute value of 3 is 3. So like we said, we're going to take care of that and change that into 3. So really, what integers do I have in a row? I'm going to write them underneath. I have negative 13, I have plus 3, and I have minus 6. And now that I've changed my absolute value, it's not that bad to tackle. So I'm going to combine my negatives first. My negative 13 and my negative 6 make a negative 19. And then that negative 19, I'm going to put with my positive 3. So in total, I come out to have a negative 16 answer. Moving on to number 2. Again, I'm going to change all of my absolute value first. So then absolute value of negative 8 is 8. Plus I have the absolute value of negative 14, which is 14. And then I have a negative 9 integer. So when I put my positives together, 8 plus 14, that is 22. And then I have my negative 9 to put with it. And that comes out to be a positive 13. Number 3, same thing. I'm going to change my absolute value of negative 7 to 7. I'm going to change my absolute value of negative 11 to 11. And I have to show that they are being added together. 7 plus 11 is 18. Moving on to 4. Absolute value of negative 9 is 9. I'm going to bring up that negative, and I'm going to take care of what's inside the next absolute value. It is a negative 5 and a positive 7, and that is a 2. So I have the absolute value of 2, which we know is really just 2. So I'm going to cross that out and change it to 2. And then I have the absolute value of 12, which is 12. So I'm going to rewrite that just so I can see it's 9 minus 2, or a negative 2, and then a positive 12. So altogether, when I put those all together, I get a 19. Down to number 5. I have a lot going on in that first absolute value sign, so I'm going to deal with those first. My 32 minus 95 plus 6. I'm going to put my positives together first. So my 32 plus my 6 is really a 38, and then minus, or a negative 95. And that's still inside that absolute value sign. So the war of a positive 38 and a negative 95. The negatives are winning, and they are winning by 57. So that's really the absolute value of 57, which I know is not really negative 57. It is positive 57. So I'm going to call that what it is, which is 57. And I'm going to bring down the plus sign that's next. And then I'm going to change my absolute value of negative 15 to what it is, which is 15. And then I'm going to bring down my last integer, which is negative 4. So I've got 57, a positive 15, and a negative 4. And altogether, when I combine them all, they make a positive 68. Last but not least, number 6, absolute value negative 41 is 41. I'm going to bring down that negative sign. The absolute value of 18 is 18. And then I'm going to bring down that last integer of positive 12. When I put my positives together, I have a positive 53 and a negative 18. And that is a war. And the positives are winning that war by 35.